Welcome to Zion TV. This is a wonderful time with Apostle, whereby he instructs us on what to do before the year runs out. Please watch this video. Thank you.
Season to show love. You need to show a lot of love in this season. And I tell you why. Many persons have been instrumental to your progress up until now. You may not have had the opportunity to show gratitude because you've been busy, striving in the course of the year. Now that you are coming to the end of the year, it's time to reach out to loved ones, to friends, and even to your neighborhood and show love to the people, the love of God. It proves that you are grateful and you are conscious that people had impact on your life, and it also proves that you are not an ingrate and you want to reciprocate. So as much as it's within your power, call somebody, say thank you to somebody, send a gift to someone. By all means, show gratitude. Don't end the year as if you don't care. Don't end the year as if nobody was instrumental to your progress. If there was somebody God used to bless you, reach out to them at this time and deliberately and consciously tell them you know what they've done and you are grateful. It will go a long way, not just to give them joy and fulfillment for what they've done, it will also enhance further partnership in the years to come. Because if you needed them before, you will need them again. And then the second thing you do in showing love is to rid your heart of bitterness. As much as it's within your power, forgive anybody that has hurt you. That you came to the end of this cycle is enough to give God thanks. And whatever it is somebody may have done to you, it didn't kill you. It didn't end your life. And because God has given you the opportunity to start another cycle, you better rid yourself of all of those weights. The Bible said, set aside every weight and every sin that doth easily beset you. So if you are not careful, what sin would not have been able to do to you, a weight of bitterness, of malice, of unforgiveness may do it to you. Because as far as God is concerned, weights and sins measure the same. And so you may not be fornicating, you may not be stealing, you may not be lying, but that malice, that bitterness can cause more harm to you than outrightly walking in sin. The demons that can hurt you because you are walking in sin can also hurt you because you are walking in unforgiveness. And so you don't want to start a new cycle with weights and burdens that are not necessary. So anybody that has hurt you, get rid of it. Aside the fact that it will heal you, it will also facilitate your relationship with God. Jesus was speaking, he said, if you are coming to an altar with an offering and you remember that your brother has an ought against you, he said, leave that offering. Because what you are doing with God can become a ritual, a lifeless and powerless ritual. If you are holding somebody in your heart, he said, forget that offering. Go and make peace with that person. Then come back. So God is mindful of your offerings and your relationship. But if you don't have a good relationship with your brother and sister that you see, your relationship with God is hypocrisy. And so for your own mental health and for your relationship with God, as much as it's within your power, rid yourself of weights. And trust me, this is a new cycle. You need to hear God for direction. You need to hear God for strategic operations next year. If anything affects your relationship with God, it may hinder, hamper, or impede your possibilities for 2024. And you don't want any of that. So walk in love in this season as you will always do, so that your mental health is guaranteed and then your relationship with God is also fostered. The second thing you will commit yourself to doing is soul winning. And this is a very strategic time. And I tell you why. Towards the end of the year, three major things happen. Number one is festivity. Because of the festivity of the time, many persons will discover that their fervency for God will begin to deplete and go down. And I'm saying that because our word today defines festivity and express festivity and celebration through lewdness, through immoral practices, through whoredom and all kinds of iniquitous life. And so many persons are going to be exposed to all forms of sin and iniquity that will weaken them. And many other people who don't know God will plunge more into darkness. Because of that, it affords you a strategic opportunity to win more souls. because it creates a harvest ground. People who were hid, who were not given to much activities, as it were, will be drawn out because of the energy of the season. And because they are drawn out, every hunter must become very sharp in using his weapon. And so you must become very conscious about soul winning, because many will be given to iniquity in this season. The love of many will wax cold in this season. And those who are already in sin will give themselves more to it in this season, because festivity opens up that gate. Number two, the reason you have to be very deliberate about soul winning is because towards the end of the year, demonic activities are heightened. Demons are strategic. They know that when people are celebrating, their spiritual guard will be low. And they know that this period of time, people make a lot of decisions. And so if they are able to affect their decisions now, they will take over their year. And so they are active at this time. And because demons are active, we can't relax. We must also become very aggressive about soul winning, both in the place of prayer, in the place of going out to win souls, and in the place of giving for evangelism. So if you are in a church or you are connected to people who are giving for soul winning or giving out to soul winning, make sure you pray with them. Make sure you give to them. Make sure you are part of it. And yourself must go out to win souls. Because this season, a lot of demonic activities are going on to win over people as against the next calendar and the next season. And in case you are in a territory where people are not actively involved in soul winning, you create it. Call your friends, have an evening time out. Play worship songs, pray together, go to an environment, win souls massively, gather people, mobilize it, become the light in that territory. By all means, make sure on your account, people come into the kingdom, not leave the kingdom.